Okay, good evening. We're coming to you here from Southern Oregon. I'm going to make these videos because I feel that it's time to introduce myself to the world or whoever's going to watch them. My name is Sandy Felton. My real name is Sanford. I have a middle name which we don't need to get into, but I'm going to start telling people that I'm the Savior. Um, I am the Savior. I'm God's chosen one, whatever God that is. I am the judge of humanity, and I think my time is coming. I can't tell you when, but I do believe my time is coming, and so I've decided to, make some videos, and I'm going to tell you about myself now. A lot of people are going to react in certain ways that I'm familiar with because I've known this for many decades, not years, decades. I found out about this in 1977, and you'll hear the story of how I found out. My 24th birthday was 11/11/77, and if you do the math, you will know that I was born on November 11th, 1953. Something must have happened. I was raised Jewish. I did the whole Jewish thing when I was young. No, I don't practice Judaism anymore. Last year, I went to the Rosh Hashanah services, the New Year's. It was interesting. Been a long time since I did that, but I don't really practice Judaism. I'll be getting into it. That I'm really into Eastern religions, karma and reincarnation. I like Buddhism. I like this philosopher named Krishnamurti. I like certain states of consciousness that you can reach. I'm not really into, mainstream religions. So yes, I was raised Jewish. I was born in Roanoke, Virginia, United States. So I am American. So anyway, I as I've been making a little bit of notes, but not even as much as that. And I can't say I really want to do this, but I know that I have to because I have to start telling people that, well, I'm the Savior. And the fact that I'm the Savior means that the world is going to come to an end, and the world is going to come to an end. We are living in the end times. Again, I've known this for many decades. I had thought after some decades that the future that I saw that we are now living in 2020, I thought that had been averted, maybe a little bit because people had woken up, and mainly because of the great things like I'm a real fan of the technology that we created. I shouldn't say we, I said the other people created. I mean, I worked with computers for about 30 years, but I had nothing to do with the revolutions in computers. I worked for a computer company, one of the first PC companies in the early 80s, but I really had nothing to do with any of these revolutions where they made what, when I was young, computers were very hard to use, and uh, regular people wouldn't get them, whereas today they're, you know 80-year-old plus can use them pretty easily, and they're not expensive at all. So I thought that the future that I've been in the future that we're living right now, and therefore I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen because I saw it, and this was in the middle of October of 1977. This is a long story. I'm generally very to the point and succinct, but some of this stuff is going to be hard to just get right to the point and tell it in summary form, which I would prefer to do. But I am the judge of humanity. Again, I was raised Jewish, so I hadn't really read the New Testament. Then when I found out that I was the Savior, I did read most of the New Testament. I don't really find it particularly interesting, but I did read the Book of Revelations. I think some of it it does apply to now. I mean, I know there have been different interpretations, and many scholars have said that it was really, it applied to back when it was written, closer to that period of time. But I can tell you that some of it really is somebody knew, and it's not just the Book of Revelations. Some of those people knew that there was going to be another person, and that person was going to pass judgment. And I am that person. And as you will see, it's not so easily written off, because I know a lot of people are going to react, and they're going to reject what I'm saying, and they're going to reject me, which is just, that's fine, as long as you're not, that you don't threaten me. But it is true, and I am introducing myself to people through these videos. Well, I'm very experienced at giving talks, but I'm not experienced at being on video. So I'll have to go through a very probably complicated process of making many videos, editing them, and getting them down to something that's presentable. But that's the gist of it. I'm just introducing myself, and try to make these videos short. So